Valle, and I work in the Spanish and Portuguese department, UC Berkeley. My area of specialization is the colonial period. I'm also very interested in water and land in Mexico in particular. So all of the processes that have to do with, I guess, the taking away of land and water to indigenous communities in the past and in the present. I'm also interested in Mexico and the Mexican Revolution, what it did. I'm working on a book on land and water in Mexico from the period from before the arrival of the Spaniards until the present. So they're going to be very, I hope, concise chapters that help explain what the situation was. But I've also been very, just in the back of my mind, thinking about going back to a project that I had on San Ignacio de Loyola. I worked on Jesuits a lot before, on Loyola and Descartes. So going back a little bit to the Baroque, the way my mind works is I cannot usually just stay focused on a single project because I just can't. I need to have at least two things that are very dissimilar going on. I've taught graduate seminars on the Baroque, for example, and I love that, on colonial technology and at the colonial period and modernity, violence. But I also teach on the Mexican Revolution and water and land in Mexico. And I also teach classes that are not related to my research now. For example, currently I'm teaching a class on Latin American poetry, which I love, but I've never written about it. And I don't know if I ever will in the future, hopefully so at some point. But so I teach also, I would like to teach a course on short stories from Latin America. And so I have to admit that those classes to me are like the parts where it can be just really fun, no? That I can teach whatever I really love with respect and try to do the best I can, even though I know those are not my areas where I feel perhaps more comfortable. I love teaching. I love the relationship with the students, undergraduates and graduate students. I really like it. Trust more in yourselves and in your reading abilities, to read a lot. It's fun to read books, no? Or to know that you might be reading something that you never thought you were going to be reading about, and then you have the opportunity to learn about the world and just to enjoy it, because it's a great period to be young and to be forced to read so many things that you don't want to read. But 10 years from now, you don't know. You might be remembering that one thing. And so just enjoy it.